Welcome to today's 5 Good Minutes, considering the season of Advent with Kurt Bjorklund.
Hebrews 11:1 says this, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen." So why is faith the assurance of things hoped for? A lot of times in English we use the word hope to be a wish almost. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. I hope that the kids can come home for Christmas. I hope that I do well on this exam. I hope that the Steelers make the playoffs. Those are the things that we use hope for. But in biblical terminology, the word hope is a waiting for an expectation of something that is almost certain. And so when it says faith is the assurance of things hoped for in Hebrews 11:1, it is a statement of saying that our expectation of what God will do, what we have seen in part in Jesus' first coming and we'll see fully in God's second coming, Christ's second coming, is the assurance of hope. And this is important because so often what we do with Advent or Christmas is we hear the story of Jesus coming and we think Jesus came to kind of show us the way. And that if we conform our life to him enough, then maybe we can share in his blessings. That Jesus has his own naughty and nice list. And if we are on the nice list instead of the naughty list, then we will share in all of these great blessings. But I think there's a better picture from the world of theater for us to think about. And that is in the classic Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Ebenezer Scrooge talks to Jacob Marley as the ghost at that point. And Jacob Marley is the ghost. And he says this, he says, you do know that the weight of the length is the strong change you bear yourself. It is as full and as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago, and you have labored on it since. It's a ponderous chain. And what Marley's message for Scrooge is that you have worked yourself into a corner and it is almost hopeless, but your only hope is if you will reverse course, if you will work harder and change your ways. And if you change your ways, then you will somehow be able to undo this awful chain that you've put around yourself. And people watch this year after year, and maybe they don't attach a lot of spiritual significance to it. But in a sense, part of the messaging that moves people is to say, I don't want to be like Scrooge. I want to be generous. I want to be the kind of person who gives away part of my life so that I don't have this incredible, ponderous chain. But the message in Scripture is much more straightforward, and that is that if you are a follower of Jesus, have a hope that is already assured, because you have a hope that isn't based on your performance, but is based on Jesus' performance. In a sense, we could say that Jacob Marley's message is this, and that is, you're a sinner. You better work much harder to become a saint. But the message of the Bible, in a way, the message of Christmas is, you're a sinner, but you're also a saint if you are in Jesus Christ. And the reason that you can have hope, that I can have hope this year, is not because I'm going to do better, try harder, that I'm going to undo my ponderous chain. The reason I have hope is because it isn't about me. It isn't about what I've done. It's about what Jesus Christ has done. And so this year, as you think about the anticipation of Jesus and hope, remember when you see advertisements for Christmas Carol, you see reruns of it, you go to the show, that ultimately that message is, you're a sinner, try harder to become a saint. But the message of Christmas is that you are a sinner, but if you're in Jesus, you are indeed already a saint. Therefore, you can have the assurance of things hoped for, that there is a hope that is beautiful and compelling as you walk into this Christmas season.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.